Yo, how's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Tsukihime Kohaku Route. This is going to be part 4 of my playthrough of the Kohaku Route. And yes, we are doing 2 streams today, so this is my second part of the day. Last time we just did like about 30 minutes-ish, but Akiha ended up collapsing, so that was kind of crazy. So we're gonna keep going with the route right here. Yeah, I think we're right here. Yeah, this is the chapter, I think 6 maybe? I don't know exactly. I'll leave the gate. My pocket is a knife engraved with none, yeah. Oh wait, crap. Store game, save game. Oh yeah, I hit that one, 8-1 instead. That's funny. We about just went off the Hisui route again. Okay, I opened my eyes. Thanks to Akasan's medicine, my head has cleared perfectly. Look out the window of the sky, which is clear too. I feel like something good might happen today. Or something bad. Or something incredibly bad could happen also. After breakfast, I head to school. I thought that I would see how Akiha is doing, but I stopped myself. Hearing things just makes things worse. I decided to just go to school. School's just the same as always. Nothing is especially different. Nothing threatens me. In the afternoon, everyone leaves and school building becomes quiet. For no reason, I just kill time until sunset. Night falls. I don't feel like going back to the mansion. I should play around a bit and then decide what to do. Finishing it up, I resume breathing. Oh, haha, in front of me is a new girl's dead body. Both my hands are painted with blood. Looks like I did it again. Didn't really feel like it, but once I started, I just got into it. It's a bad habit. Oh gosh. You Shiki is just killing people now. Well, what should I do with the dead body? My voice is the only thing that echoes in the air, but I hear a weird sound at the end. Who is it? I turn around. I hear footsteps along the path leading to the main street. Sweat trickles from my forehead. It's not that I'm nervous. My body's just so hot. There's something wrong. It's so hot I'm thirsty. The dead body is horribly hot. Biting its neck, I drink the blood. But that isn't enough. The world starts to waver. It isn't my imagination. There's something unnaturally hot in the air. And the ground is much hotter than the air. This burning heat is screaming a warning at me. I run, still gnawing at the body. My head tells me that staying here is incredibly dangerous. I escape to school. No one will see me here. I don't know what that was, but it is smiling. Behind me, I feel an indescribable heat. Turn around and see what is there. There's something that is like a red heat. I feel something moving towards me. Damn it. It chases after me. It's a real bother, so I'll just kill it. I grip my knife. The red heat expands. Footsteps of someone approach me. A careless negate. I don't know what it is, but I lick my lips in anticipation. Ah. Thump. My heart screams at me, telling me that I'm no match for whatever that is. I sweat. Not because of the heat. After instinct, my mind understands as well. If that catches me, I'm finished. Scared, I escape into the school building. I run up to the 4th floor. If I come up here, it won't follow me this far. Why are you smiling? Ha ha ha, taking a deep breath. I realize I'm still biting that dead body. I open my mouth. The dead body falls to the ground with a thud. The arms and legs are still attached. I'm hungry right now, so I guess I'll take care of this right here. Creak. I spin around. There is an unknown person. I knew it was you, Nissan. That person speaks. These hands are bloody. At my feet is the dead body. I've been seen. I've been seen where I killed someone. There's no more reason to be afraid. No matter who this is, I have to finish it here and now. Gripping my knife, I run towards the enemy. In that instant, my arm disintegrates. Stopping, I leap backwards. I barely avoid that red heat. You, what the? There's nothing past my elbow. It doesn't hurt. There is no blood. I can see a cross-section of flesh and bone. From there, a chill of nausea enters my body. I don't understand. The enemy didn't do anything. It seemed like it only started at my now missing arm. In other words, just a look can kill. No, that's not right. Dry footsteps echo through the air. The enemy is coming. That's foolish. If I fall in the enemy's line of vision, I will die. In the dark, I run down the hallway. Make it to the stairs. Footsteps sound closer. I open the window. This is the 4th floor, but I don't care. The difference between my skills and the enemy's are just too great. I have to get close to kill, but the enemy merely has to look. Only way to kill such a thing would be through a surprise attack. For now, I have to get away and kill the enemy later. Outside the window is a web of countless red threads. I stick my body out the window. Ahaha. Instantly, my body burns. Before I burst into flames, I roll back in the hallway. What was? The red threads erupt around the school building. I don't understand. There's nothing outside the building, but if I go outside, I'll go up in flames. I hear the footsteps. Damn it, the window is no good. I need to escape. If I don't, I'll die. Or roll down the stairs. I make it past the 3rd floor to the 2nd. I can make it. I'm faster than the enemy. No, there is already the red hair behind me. I roll. All of a sudden my leg is vaporized. I roll again, backwards away from the stairs. From above I hear the footsteps of the enemy walking down the stairs. With my remaining arm and leg I escape down the hall. What's this shit? I scream. Even though the enemy is still by the stairs, my body feels so cold. Down the hall, that red heat. The hallway is not enough to sweat. But my body is cool. And then, the part that still felt cool evaporates. But I won't die with such a wound. Like that, I enter a nearby classroom. The footsteps come closer. Don't know how the enemy does it. No, that's not it. The enemy's ability to kill, no matter how I think of it, is so many times superior to mine. It's probably that red heat. But the one controlling that power is awful. It can't hide its presence, and it can't even sense its enemy. Footsteps. The enemy is about to walk past the classroom without noticing me. I calm down. If it's only an amateur with a ranged weapon, it's nothing. The enemy passes the classroom. Then it's simple. I just have to kill from behind. I only have one leg, but that's fine. Certainly slice open the brain faster than the enemy can turn around. Yo, he's only got one leg, and he's still running. I go out in the hallway. I see the enemy's back. How careless. The enemy doesn't even notice my presence yet. Full of confidence, I jump. The enemy turns, surprised. I had at least 5 seconds. It was enough time to kill the enemy 7 times. Was. Supposed to. The enemy. The enemy turns to face me with merciless eyes. I'm surprised. You can still move with that body. The enemy speaks. Clang. My knife falls to the ground. What is this? The enemy did not need to feel anyone's presence or to protect itself. The enemy's surrounding is filled with heat. Just getting close, my skin roasts, and it stops my movement. It's because that red hair is wrapping around my limbs. I look up. Clouds part. The freed moonlight illuminates the enemy. Is the enemy confident it's all over? Fluttering hair falls down. It is Akiha. I can't speak, but with that I realize this is a dream. Goodbye, Nissan. You led me on quite the chase, but it's now over. She looks directly at me. The red hair shoots forth. I can't escape from her gaze. No, that is wrong. Piercing chill from the center of my spine. And then the feeling of everything being taken. So this is wrong. I can still make it. Cut it. Cut that hair. Or maybe, not being able to do anything, my consciousness fades. This is a dream, so I can't see it right now. Why did it end this way? Akiha mutters this like a curse. Then, good work fulfilling your duty as the head of the household. With a smile, Kohaku-san says this. A nightmare. This is a nightmare. It's just a glimpse of the future. This is an undecided future, so I have to hurry back to my own time. Chapter 6, Cain 2. Hey yo, day 6. Bro, we're only on day 6. There's so many more days left. Like, oh my god, I don't even know how long it's gonna take to finish this. And then I jump from my bed. I suck in air. That was just a dream. I hug myself, I try to control my breathing. My body is still all here. There are no burn marks on my skin. I feel my back with my fingers. It's wet. Is sweat? If I speak up, I speak as if it's happening to someone else. My entire body is drenched in sweat as if someone covered me in water. That dream, even after I woke up from it, sweat pours from my forehead. I feel terrible. Wait, actually, I'm also gonna look up how many chapters there are. Of this, because we're on Cain 2. And we're on Cain 2. Yeah, so we're on Cain 2. Then after this we have Evil at Every Corner 1 and 2, then Origami, Folding Paper, Origami, Cutting Hair, and then chapter 11, 7 Nights. Okay. The endings are omitted. Yeah, so there's... So dude, I've still got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters before I get to the... still got like 6 chapters before I get to the end. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be crazy. 12 days long. Oh, this is gonna be a while. But yeah, we're gonna read like 2 or 3 chapters tonight, I think. Then 2 or 3 tomorrow. And that'll put us at least close to finishing on time. But I mean, I don't want to rush too bad through it, but still, I need to get this finished before I go back to college, you know. Get up from bed and suppress the urge to vomit. Walking towards the window, the wind calms me down a little bit. What a dream. Calling the dream, I check both my hands. There isn't any blood on my hands. Well, of course, that was just a dream. Crap, I got a recollection that. So, I wasn't covered in blood, nor did I suck any blood, but Stay morning, what did I do? Didn't I take my hands drenched in red paint while trying not to let anyone see them and wash them clean? You and I are the same, Shiki-kun. That's what she said. I can't remember that well. Shiki was bit by her. I can't remember that well. If there was a habit of drinking blood, I can't think well. It spreads by being bitten. Yo. No. I sweep away the dark passions in my brain. But that dream doesn't disappear. There was a me that killed someone. There's the problem. Even though it's in my dreams, I killed someone and didn't feel any guilt. All I did was kill naturally and watch. That's abnormal. Inside my dreams, I wasn't sane. This is different from this me right now. But that's a dream that Shiki saw. So even the insane Shiki has to be me. No, and the Akiha that came to punish me might be a dream, but for some reason I feel like it's a glimpse of the future and start to get nauseous. Also, like, if Shiki, like, he killed the vampire blood that Satsuki gave him, but maybe he didn't kill it all, or maybe it still affected him somehow. Could be interesting. I hear a knock at the door. Excuse me, Shiki-sama, are you already awake? Yeah, I just had a bad dream, so I just woke up, thank goodness. I sweated a lot, so I wanted to change quickly. As usual, Hisui has prepared my uniform. I draw near to her to get them, and I get real dizzy. Shiki-sama, I can hear her voice. Since they're coming closer and raise my hand to stop her. I'm fine. I just was a little dizzy. It'll be fine in a bit. Taking a deep breath, I focus on my heart's rhythm. Wait for the blood to stop pounding in my head. See, all better. I say this with my best attempt at the bright smile to calm Hisui's worries. But I guess I failed. Shiki-sama, please do not overexert yourself. Smiling with a face like that troubles me. Hisui says this with a pained expression. I think it's the first time I've seen her show such emotion like this. No, that's not true. If I recall in detail, Hisui looks expressionless, but you can see her emotions if you study her face. I think she shows her feelings too much, so that when I compare her to that girl standing by the window, I feel a big contradiction. Shiki-sama, are you feeling bad after all? No, that's not it, Hisui. I just found it surprising. You've changed a lot since back then. I think you're more cheerful than the time when you were just watching us. Is that so? I think your memory is mistaken. Hisui averts her gaze. Yeah, she's different from the quiet, doll-like Hisui from my memory. More importantly, Shiki-sama, are you really feeling well? Yeah, I'm fine. Speaking with you made me feel better. I understand. But Shiki-sama, I think you need to see a doctor. Seems like you're not feeling well since you came back to the mansion. Well, that's true. What's this? You're saying the same thing as Kohaku-san. Sound like it would have been better if I never came back. I meant that as a joke. Yes, Nissan and I share the same view. What? For an instant my vision flickers. I can't even speak. I came back to fulfill my promise. But the one who gave the ribbon disagrees. Hisui, you say that. Do you think I came to the mansion for? No, Shiki-sama, you came back here for your own sake. Therefore, there is no need to be bound by any promise from the past. There is still time. You decided yourself to come here, so you can decide on your own to become free at any time. She places my uniform on the desk and walks away. Excuse me, please forgive my rudeness. Hisui leaves. Left alone, my chest hurts for some reason. I'm not angry at her. No, I can only feel apologetic. There's no need to be bound by a promise from the past. A promise Hisui doesn't seem to care about. A promise that was very important to me. Even when she tells me directly this difference, I feel no anger. The reason is obvious. Hisui, why do you look like you were going to cry? Because of that, I could not blame her. There isn't anyone in the sitting room. Neither Akiha, who usually was already finished eating by now, nor Hisui, who usually stands like a statue by the wall, are there. Ah, good morning, Shiki-san. You're up early again today. Yeah, morning, Kohaku-san. Greeting her, I glance around the sitting room. Bothers me that they're not here. Kohaku-san, has Akiha recovered since then? Yes, she's healthy now, so there's nothing to worry about. But she is still feeling a bit tired, so she will be resting today. I see. Thank goodness it was nothing too bad. Yes, maybe you should go see her. She probably wouldn't want you to see her when she just woke up, so she'll probably throw a pillow at you. Kohaku-san tells me indirectly to go have a fight with Akiha. Certainly seeing Akiha panic so much that she would throw a pillow at me sounds fun. But after seeing that dream, I just don't think I can face her. No, I don't think I will. I don't feel good today, so I don't have the strength to fight her. I see. Akiha-sama also said that you don't have to worry too much about her, so go to school as usual. Oh, Shiki-san. Did you do something to Hisui-chan? She stares. With a smile, Kohaku-san asks such a thing. Hisui-chan said she could not possibly see you today, so she locked herself up in her room. Something must have really happened in order to make her skip work like that, Shiki-san. Hahaha, Kohaku-san laughs with a frightening smile. Without a doubt, she must think I did something horrible to Hisui. What? I didn't do anything. If anything, she's the one that scolded me. Hisui-chan scolded you? Ah, no, well, that's not it. It's just she told me she shouldn't be too persistent over small things. Huh, Hisui-chan is doing some weird things. But I'm relieved. I was worried that you were going to be like Makisa-sama. Huh, like my old man? How? Ah, Kohaku-san looks away like she didn't mean to say that. No, it isn't anything. It's a trivial matter, so please don't worry about it. Hey, Kohaku-san. Makes me more curious if you say it like that. It's revenge for before I stare at her. Stare. I understand, but keep this secret from Akiha-sama and Hisui-chan. It isn't too good to speak about Makisa-sama. There isn't anything to hide about my old man, is there? Well, no, but it isn't a good story to talk about. Don't you remember, Shiki-san, about Makisa-sama's manic depression? Manic depression? Manic depression means that someone changes mood all of a sudden, from extreme happiness to utter despair, and vice versa. Yo, I might have that. Just saying. Ha ha ha. My own inversion impulse, if you will say. Who knows, but yeah, well, I guess he was like that. He was very kind when he was kind, but he would get extremely angry over little things when he was in a bad mood. Yes, but it was still alright when you were here. But after you were adopted by the Arima family, his condition grew a lot worse. He would yell at Akiha-sama for no reason and often abuse Hisui-chan. Wait a minute. I know my old man was strict, but he would never do such a... Like I said, this is after you left, Shiki-san. Day by day, Makiya-sama's manic depression worsened. It was so bad it was more like having two different personalities rather than having manic depression. He would be set off by the littlest things, but after he calmed down, he wouldn't even remember what he did. During that time, I was taking care of him, and Makiya-sama told me, I have a violent me within myself. I cannot suppress it with my normal self. When it appears, I go to sleep. Without reason, I want to destroy everything I see. Back then, it felt like I was watching a bad dream. Makiya-sama passed away from illness, but the illness was worsened by the illness in his mind. Mental illnesses are a very difficult thing, so I worried, thinking that you might have inherited some of that characteristic. It seems that everyone in the Tono family has some sort of illness. But I guess I was worrying for no reason in your case. Because your illness is anemia, right? It's not like you can't control yourself like Makiya-sama. Oh, but he can't. Oh, thank goodness Kaka-san smiles at me. No, I can't do it like that. I can't feel relieved and smile. Last night's dream, my losed over Akiha. Watching a dream of killing people as if it was natural. Insane Tono Shiki. Oh, it's already this late. I'll go prepare breakfast now. Kaka-san disappears towards the dining room. I can only stare at her in shock. I ate breakfast, but I didn't taste anything. What Kaka-san about my old man kept circling in my head, and before I knew it, I was at the gate in front of the mansion. Shiki-san, you didn't forget anything. Hisui-chan is still in her room, Kaka-san says as she sends me off. Gee, Shiki-san, the weather is so nice today, and you have to cheer up. I can't send you off when you look like that. Ah, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was just thinking about some things. Giving my head a little shake, banish the shadows in my mind. Ah, no, that's more like the normal Shiki-san. Yes, I can relax now. That's odd. Seeing that smile, I really do feel better. Goodbye, Shiki-san. I'll be waiting for your return. Kaka-san bows. With that, all of my worries seem to disappear. Thanks, Kohaku-san. I feel better already. Yes, a bright fruit suits you better, Shiki-san. Thanks. Well then, I'm off, Kohaku-san. Thanking you from the bottom of my heart, I run down the road to school. I arrive at the classroom with more spare time than usual. Arihiko is late as usual, so I can wait patiently for homeroom. I decide to sit in my seat in the noisy classroom and wait for the teacher. The day passes without any trouble. Maybe he went on a trip. Arihiko didn't show up. A trip isn't a metaphor or anything. He does have the strange habit of spontaneously taking trips. It isn't anything cool like roaming the country on a motorcycle. He goes on sightseeing tours on weekends with the old people. Jeez. I've known since elementary school, but I've never completely understood his hobbies. With the old people. Lamau. I arrive at the mansion, but what I didn't think about at school comes back into my mind. What Kaka-san said about my old man's split personalities. It's a lot shorter than you think. Oh, this route is? Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of chapters left still. But yeah, because chapters take me about 40 minutes to an hour to read, usually, depending on if they're shorter ones or not. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep plugging on. Like Hisui said, ever since I came back, there's been something wrong with me. Feels like my memories are vague about something. Like Hakusan said, I don't think I'm like my old man. But ever since I came back to this mansion, I no longer have full confidence in myself as Shiki. Was my old man really that crazy? I do have a vague memory like that, but I can't say for sure. I understand that it's stupid of me to even be troubled by it, but still, I should probably know about the Tono family. I'm back. I call out, but there's no response. Akiha is probably still resting in a room. Hakusan and Hisui are probably doing their jobs right now. Well then, come to think of it, this might be a good opportunity. Ooh, go see Kohaku-san. Good opportunity to see Kohaku. Exactly. You think exactly like me, Shiki. I'll go ask Kohaku-san. She seemed pretty knowledgeable about all those things this morning. I don't think Akiha would want to talk about it. Such my old man's room would take time. Probably have the best luck with Kohaku-san. She's probably sweeping in the back. I enter the courtyard. Huh? I don't see her anywhere. I glance around, and then, for just an instant, I see the color of her kimono in the forest. Is there anything to clean over there? There isn't anything over there. I played in that forest as a child, so I would remember. I used to play a lot in that direction, so over there? What was that? There should be nothing there, but there's something odd about that. If there's nothing there, then why? Does this garden-like area hold some special significance to me? Ouch, I get a light headache. After a little debate with myself, I fall after Kohaku-san. Deep in the forest, there is another mansion. Detached, I suppose. Deep within the trees, it seems to be hidden from sight from the main building of the mansion. No way, my heart convulses. This is the first time I've seen it, but it seems horribly familiar, and I start to get dizzy. Kaka-san went inside. Don't remember what this detached building is. I just have a bad feeling about all of this. Don't want to go inside. Oh gosh, what could be inside? But it would be pretty stupid if I came all the way here only to go back, so I force myself to continue. I walk around inside. It's a little run down here and there, probably because it hasn't been used in years. But it seems like someone may have been doing some maintenance because it isn't dirty. Kaka-san is probably in the Japanese style room in the back. Absentmindedly, I think that aloud and automatically walk towards the room. This is all so familiar. The smell of tatami fills the small room. Huh? Shiki-san, why did you come here? Kaka-san tilts her head in surprise. I wanted to ask you about something, so I followed you here. Strangely enough, I respond calmly. A talk with me? Yeah. I want to talk more about this morning. If this isn't a good place, should we go to the courtyard? I look up to the ceiling. It's almost sunset, so it'll get dark soon. The light in this room probably doesn't work, so we should be heading somewhere else. Shiki-san, if you want to talk about that, then there's probably a better. If we go back to the mansion, I might run into Aki-sama and will not be able to talk about Makisa-sama. Ah, that's right. She'll probably see us. But Kaku-san, I don't like keeping things secret from Akiha. That's a little difficult. Aki-sama does not like talking about Makisa-sama. So if you wish to continue our talk from this morning, then we have to do it where Aki-sama will not overhear us. Does that mean we have to keep it a secret from Akiha? Yes, a secret between me and you, Shiki-san. Can't let Aki-sama or Hisui-chan know about it. Kaku-san smiles like she's having a lot of fun. Well, having a secret just between the two of us doesn't seem does seem a little exciting, but Kohaku-san, the sun is almost setting. We can't talk here, right? Not at all. This building is still maintained at a level for people to live in, so it has futons already prepared and electricity. Really, but this place hasn't been used for a while, right? Why is it maintained like that? Let's see, maybe Akiha-sama is just fond of this place. A long time ago, this is where Makisa-sama's adopted child used to live. Huh? Makisima, my old man, adopted a child a long time ago? Wait a sec, Kohaku-san. My old man adopted a child? Oh, you don't remember? About 10 years ago, he brought a child here. His parents both died in an accident, so he adopted the child. That happened? Yes, but 2 years later the child passed away. It was a trivial accident, but a lot of the servants began to say that the Tona family was cursed. Wait a minute. Something about her words seems scary. Just hearing them, my vision starts to warp. It was as if the room was made completely of dissolving sugar. Kohaku-san? Child adopted 10 years ago. 2 years later, the child died. In other words, 8 years ago is when I had my accident and was sent to the hospital. Accident? What kind of accident was it? An accident that seriously wounded me. An accident that the adopted child was killed in. A hot summer day. I can't remember. All I know is, at that time, my arms seemed to be soaked in blood. Kohaku-san, you said cursed. No, it isn't anything important. It's just that a lot of the members of the Tonal family have died young, such as in accidents or suicide or illness. Krista does not allow them a natural death. Well, that was the rumor anyway. Suicide what? Some members of the Tona family, like Makisa-sama, carried mental illness and committed suicide when they became adults. These are just rumors, but it said some of them were murderers before the war. Mental illness? Murderers? Such as seeing dreams of killing people? Such as my memory being extremely vague? Kohaku-san, that... Oh, I'm very sorry. Those are just dark rumors about the Tona family. No, that's fine. That is what I wanted to ask about. If you don't mind, can you continue? About Makisa-sama? Her tone lowers. Yeah. I nod. Kohaku-san lowers her eyes and then looks directly at me. Shiki-san, we spoke about it this morning, but I took care of Makisa-sama's condition 2 years before he passed away. While you were living with our Armia family, Makisa-sama would become very depressed at times, and I would have to prepare his medicine. Wait, you said it this morning too, but was he that bad? That bad that he had to take medicine? Yes, it would not be uncommon for him to walk the garden at night and kill the pet dogs and cats, or to hurt his own body. Yo, that's actually brutal. When the night was over, he wouldn't remember a thing, only thinking that it was strange that his hands were painted in blood. What is this? It's pretty much crazy. As crazy as I am in my dreams. No, that is backwards. Am I crazy just like my old man? Shiki-san, I hear Kohaku-san's voice. Don't know when it happened, but I'm on my knees on the tatami floor. Shiki-san, you look terrible. If you're feeling poorly, you should rest in your room. Kohaku-san says this as she grabs my shoulder. With her help, I can stand. Yeah, I'm fine, so I'm suddenly able to focus again, but I'm still dizzy. Swirling red and black, my vision strobes between blood and night. Darkness brought about by my anemia now turns to just one sheet of red. A red reminiscent of blood. The ease with which I bit the neck of my dead body in last night's dream slides down my throat. Taste of warm blood. Somehow I understand what was the sound of my body. That was the sound of my body hitting the floor. Shiki-san. Kohaku-san dashes towards me. Shiki-san, are you in pain? Shiki-san. No, it doesn't hurt. I want to tell you, but my consciousness is fading. Can't speak. Can't even move my finger. Seems that if I exert myself in the slightest bit, I'll completely lose consciousness. Collapse on the floor, I try as hard as I can to resist the coming darkness. Don't strain yourself. Please lie down. Kohaku-san speaks to me. She slides me over. With one hand holding my head, Kohaku-san slides a pillow underneath me. Please relax, this will help the blood flow, right? Her voice sounds so close. I piece together my situation. Seems I'm resting on her lap. Time passes quietly. Neither of us say anything. Right now, that silence relaxes my heart. It's so quiet. For some reason, it seems so familiar. Lying down on my side, I stare at the tatami mat floor. After nodding, Kohaku-san checks my pulse. Well, this isn't good. Shiki-san, your body temperature has fallen. I should go back and bring you some medicine. No, I'm fine. I'm used to this, so I'll be fine soon. It was a little harder than before, but it'll be alright. So can we stay like this just a little longer? Can relax better like this? Tell her that wanting to stay like this a little longer. In that case, Kohaku-san says as she stays in place. And then, Shiki-san, you are not scared? Kohaku-san asks me this. Huh? Of what? About your health. About 2 days before you returned here, received all your information from the doctor. I was not surprised, but felt more like he was deceiving me. Deceiving you? Why? Because you're so close to wavering between life and death, but you can live a normal life. Normally, with a condition like yours, you would be confined to bed. That voice seems not so much full of worry, but more full of anger almost. Shiki-san, you're different from most people who can rest assured at night that they'll wake up the next morning. You still live normally and do not have fear. I can't understand it. Please answer me. Why are you not scared? I can't come up with a good answer. My weak body, the death that's always close, my eyes that can see death. Maybe that's why I'm just numb to it. Who knows? Maybe I just don't feel it as being real. I don't get it. Do you not feel how close death is? Or is it because your body could die at any moment, so living does not concern you? It's hard to say. Maybe I'm desensitized to death. Being sensitive and seeing it that close every day, it just becomes normal. But I can still say this, Kohaku-san. Since I'm close to death all the time, I can feel life more strongly. I know that life, living itself, is happiness. Like you said, my body wasn't that free. But with such a puppet-like body, I want to believe that even talking right now is such a wonderful thing. That's right. More than thinking about my body, I want to treasure the present. If I have time to worry about dying, I should be enjoying the present more. I see. Your heart is free, isn't it? Quietly, as if she's singing, Kohaku-san says this to herself. Her fingers run through my hair gently. Kohaku-san, I look up. I see. You're smiling very peacefully. Her smile that I should be so used to seeing. But it seems like it's the first time I've ever seen her smile. Time just passes by. She lightly runs her fingers through my hair. Feel the warmth of her body from her legs. The nostalgic smell of the tatami mats. It's also comforting. My eyelids slowly start to close. She has such a gentle look on her face. If I can sleep like this, it would be... That's funny. Really like this. I feel like this is the first time I've seen you smile, Kohaku-san. I feel like I'm falling asleep. Is that right? Shiki-san, you must be really sleepy. That's fine. If you're happy, then... If this makes her smile, I want to do this forever. In the middle of this dark room, I want to feel close to me. I reach out my hand. Shiki-san, my fingers touch her. Fingers trace the lines of her face. They breath her smooth skin and reach for hair, then... Kohaku, you came here ahead of me. Fiercely opening the screen door, Akiha enters the room. What? Kohaku-san's fingers suddenly stop moving. What are you two doing? Akiha's emotionless voice. Akiha. It's not what you think. I stand up in a hurry. Let's tell her to calm down. There's nothing wrong or anything suspicious. I haven't done anything, and all Kohaku-san did was watch over me after I collapsed. Wait, Akiha, I just collapsed, so Kohaku-san was. So before I can finish, Akiha stares at Kohaku-san and enters. It's only a moment after. Slap. The dry sound echoes through the room. Oh shoot, Akiha slapping! There wasn't even time to stop it. Akiha just walked in and slapped her. Kohaku-san takes a few steps back. Must have been pretty hard. Akiha, you... Nissan, this place is off limits. If you're feeling well, please go back to the mansion. I don't care about that. Why did you hit her? Why not? This is an old, decrepit building. What was she thinking having you rest here? Just for that? She was taking care of me. Just that? What do you mean, Nissan? It would not be surprising if this place collapses. An earthquake could cause the ceiling to collapse. Take care of the eldest son of the Tona household in such a place means she doesn't have the discretion proper of a servant. Akiha. There's some things you shouldn't say. Kohaku-san didn't do anything wrong. I was the one that called her here anyway. Oh. Going this far to protect Kohaku, Oni-san. Her gaze sharpens. She looks just like she did in that dream. Gaze that looks close to malice and hatred. In front of me, in reality, there's a nightmarish Akiha. My pulse tightens. Was I hallucinating? For instance, around Akiha, I thought I saw something terrible. I understand. If you say that, then I will not say anything else. But Nissan, from now on, please do not come here. If you cannot even do that, then I have some ideas too. It must have been an illusion. If there's anything strange around her. But why? The danger I feel from her makes me uneasy. I'm going back, Kohaku. Nissan, go back to your room. Akiha walks away. Kohaku-san. I call out to Kohaku-san, who is still looking down. Kohaku-san, are you alright? Yes. Alright about what? She says this casually. With her usual smile, she looks up. That isn't a forced empty smile. She really is smiling. As if Akiha never even hit her. Well then Shiki-san, let's go back. Akiha-sama found out, so you shouldn't come back here again. Akiha-sama would really punish you for sure. Haha. Laughing at her own joke, she leaves the room. It's probably because both of them are acting strange. I can't go back right away. I eat dinner alone and go back to my room. Guess Akiha was still feeling poorly because she wasn't here. Kohaku-san made me dinner with her usual cheery mood and then went to take care of Akiha. Wonder if Kohaku-san is feeling uneasy. It would seem that Kohaku-san doesn't resent Akiha at all. Seems like Hisui is over what happened this morning and is taking care of me. Hisui took half a day to get over it, so maybe Kohaku-san is a lot stronger. Lying down on my bed, I let out a big sigh. I must be tired. Recently, as soon as night falls, I've been falling into bed. And there are a lot of things I should think about. I feel like nothing concerns me. I try to go to sleep. That's odd. I can't concentrate. I stare at the ceiling. My eyes start to close. Again, I don't think about anything. Fall into a deep sleep. Sheesh. Burning. Oh gosh, is he gonna start his burning body and stuff now? Burning. Burning. My skin is burning. I can't sleep like this. I have to get up and drink some water. Hey, water break. Water break. The city at night. Repeating my hot breathing, I look at the people passing by. There are only 2 or 3 of them tonight. If possible, I want to find a lone girl who is about my age. Yo, I see my reflection in the mirror. And then while it looks like I'm running a high fever. Hot, I can't stand this burning. There, I don't need to get any closer. Grab her from behind and make her pass out. Pick her up and take her with me. I start to smile. I endured it for so long and now everything's over. I'm gonna get, I guess I'll start talking like that. I decided to do it here in the end. The reason is simple. Because this is the killer's lair. Burning. My breathing fills the air. Soon I can taste her. Then I start my meal. Biting into her neck, I suck the blood. It is unbelievably sweet. Sensation is really terrifying. If it is this sweet and feels this good, I may become a captive to the sensation in place of that killer. The night is deep. Above my head is a silver eye, bearing witness to my sin. Yo. The moon. And the man in the moon. With blood-smeared lips, I look up in the night sky with eyes full of amusement. Fluttering hair. Above is a spiraling sky. Dude, when this gets adapted into an actual, like, novel, it's gonna be super crazy. I'm gonna make a podcast episode about how I would personally direct the Tsukihime series as an anime. Or, like, as movies. I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna, like, start talking about that at some point. But that's gonna be after a while. What a beautiful silver moon. That's my watch going off. Like a snake, watching the blood-sucking demon. Seven, evil at every corner. Yeah. Let's see, that means we are at, yeah. Here we go. I leap out of bed, unable to take it any longer. Holding back the urge to vomit, I breathe like some sort of animal. What was that just now? A dream? It was a dream? But what was that? It's different than what I saw 2 days ago. The feeling of walking the streets at night. The smell of blood lingering in my nose. The sound of dragging that girl who was close to my age. All of it's fresh in my memory. Was that something you could call pleasure? It was pure excitement condensed like a bullet, fired straight into my head. My breathing stops just thinking about it. Then perhaps that impact could be something called pleasure. Why did I think that kind of dream? I looked down at my hands. Of course they are pure white, without a trace of red blood on them. but for an instant, I saw both my hands covered in red. What, you too? Huh? This is the first time I've seen another killer besides myself. That's right. I did have that conversation. The same city doesn't need two killers. I'll give you this place. But when was that? Why can't I remember? Certainly I feel like I had that conversation with someone. Just I can't remember. Was it real or was it just an empty dream? I just remember that the killer said I was the same as him. That's strange. Why is it all mixed up in my head? I earnestly try hard to remember about last night's dream. My head pounds. I can't remember. When I try to remember about yesterday, I feel the urge to vomit. I'm scared. I'm scared of the fact that I can't remember. A Tono Shiki I don't know is killing people, and in order to hide it, is deceiving the Tono Shiki that is me. And I sense someone in the hallway. Who's there? I call out. Please excuse me, Hisui says as she enters the room. It's just a normal morning scene. Is it because she is acting so naturally? My pouting heart instantly calms down. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Hisui. Yes, it is time, so I have prepared you a change of clothes already. Shiki-sama, are you not feeling well? No, that's not it. I feel fine. There's nothing wrong. Get up from bed as if to provoke my words. To prove my words. Morning, Hisui. I'll go to the sitting room after I change, so please go ahead of me. Yes. Well then, please excuse me. Hisui quietly closes the door and leaves. After watching her go, I take a deep breath. Why am I feeling down like this? Probably because I found out that my old man's illness yesterday. Just because my symptoms are similar to his, maybe I'm being too paranoid. Yeah, ever since I came back, I've been so tired. I shouldn't think about that dream. Well then, it's almost 7. Like yesterday, I should be able to enjoy the morning. And then, unthinkingly, I step into the sitting room, and it hits me that I forgot something very important. Oh crap. I swallow my words. Akiha, Hisui, Kohaku-san are in the sitting room. Everything seems just like normal, but after what happened yesterday, I'm sure it'll be really awkward. Akiha and Kohaku seem to have reached an understanding, but I haven't spoken with Akiha yet. Thinking how Akiha acted yesterday, pretty sure Akiha's still mad at me. Good morning, Misan. Did you sleep well? I could use some sleep. But I can't, because if I go to sleep this early, then I won't fall asleep at all. And yes, it won't be good. And Akiha greets me with a big smile. My mind freezes at such an unexpected event. Akiha still has a big smile as I just stand there. Akiha is way too cheerful, and it makes me think she's planning something. Shiki-sama, would you care to sit down? Yeah, if you want me to sit, I will. I fearfully look at Akiha as I sit down across from her. Morning, Akiha. You seem to be in a good mood today. Is that so? Soon I feel much better, so I probably look less pale than before. No, it is far beyond not looking pale. Anyway, first I have to thank you. I really wanted to thank you yesterday, but I was feeling rather ill and did not have an opportunity. Akiha looks directly at me. There isn't even a trace of yesterday's coldness. It also seems that the air of danger has disappeared. Thank me? Didn't really do anything to deserve that. That's not true. You took care of me when I was sick, right? Because you embraced me, I was determined. I was extremely happy that night. She She says something that catches me totally off guard. And then, I feel incredibly heavy pressure against my back. Glance behind me. There Hisui and Kohaku-san stare at the manor in a manner far different than usual. Akiha. Don't say things that might give people the wrong impression. You were in so much pain, I just supported you, that's all. Oh, I suppose wrapping your arms around me is just supporting me. Akiha giggles softly, staring. You're staring at me. The stares of the two behind me get even heavier. Now look, you're acting odd. You enjoying making fun of me? Yes, a lot. Looking at your troubled face is fun. This is just too weird. Is this really Akiha's personality? You have some strange hobbies. Bothering me in the morning and lecturing me last night. Well, I thought so at first, but you really must have something against me. I end with a sigh. All of a sudden, Akiha averts her gaze. I am very sorry. What I did yesterday was stupid. There was something wrong with me, and I've already apologized to Kohaku. You apologized to Kohaku-san? I wrote this out in surprise. Not only did she apologize, but she apologized to Kohaku-san. Hey, Nissan, just what kind of person do you think I am? I was at fault, so it was only natural that I apologized to Kohaku, right? When she says that, I get a vague mental image of her acting as a strict mistress. Nissan, you think you have something bad, aren't you? She's sharp. As happy as she is, it doesn't do anything to dull her sense of perception. Shiki-san, I hate to ruin your fun, but would you like some breakfast? It's almost time, so I thought I should make some. Oh, I forgot. I'm not so much hungry as I am thirsty, though. Oh, that won't do, Shiki-san. You collapsed yesterday, so you need to eat to regain your strength. Even if you don't feel like eating, you should have some food. What she says is true, but I just don't feel like it right now. After seeing that dream, I can't bring myself to eat. Nissan, Shiki-sama does not feel well. I do think you should force him. I do not think you should force him. Hisui-chan, you are too indulgent when it comes to Shiki-san, huh? Shiki-san, you're not feeling well again this morning? Kohaku-san stares at me. As if on cue, Hisui and Akiha add their serious stares on me as well. Guess I really can't go on fooling myself. To tell the truth, I do feel a little under the weather. I can eat, but could you make it something I don't need to chew? I feel pretty bad, and I can't really taste anything. For telling the truth, Kohaku-san says, oh, I see, and looks a little downcast. It's the one in charge of cooking. She probably feels something about what I said. Shiki-sama, I think you're not feeling well because there was a change in your environment. So if the mansion is not suitable for you, maybe you should go back and live with the Arima family for a while. Hisui's opinion is driven by a sincere concern about my health. Ever since I came back, my life has been strange. Since that promise from 8 years ago, it's apparently been forgotten. Maybe it's better for my health if I go back and live with the Arimos. Yeah, that may be good too. Though I've only been here for a week. If I don't seem to get used to it soon, I'll leave for a while and go regain my health. Well, that may be jumping a gun a little bit, I add. And then suddenly Akiha stands up from her sofa. Oh, that will not do, Nissan. You finally come back, so please do not leave again. If you say you're going to leave one more time, I will kill you, Nissan. Akiha smiles as she says that joke and disappears towards the lobby. Hisui-chan, it's time for Akiha-sama to go to school. Please accompany her to the door. We'll be taking care of Shiki-san's breakfast. With a simple yes, Hisui walks after Akiha. Well then, I'll make you something easy for you to eat. Please wait for just a moment. Kohaku-san walks quickly towards the kitchen. I sit on the sofa, dumbstruck. I will kill you, Nissan. Those words won't leave my head. It's probably because even though it was a joke, it didn't sound like a joke to me. Noon arrives. As usual, Arihiko is skipping school. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. I don't feel like eating by myself here. Maybe if I go to the lively cafeteria, my appetite may pick up. As expected, the cafeteria is full of people. After waiting in a long line, I buy the tried and true meal set A and walk to a table. Listening to the voice of everyone else, I begin to eat. And then, for a moment, I see a terrible image. Is it the television screen? I gape at the large television mounted on the wall at the end of the cafeteria. My school, they record the morning news and replay it at lunch. Just too dumbfounded, the news broadcast that's several hours late. No way. Watch the news in amazed horror. Shown in the television is the alley that I saw last night in my dream. The newscaster is talking. On the screen, the words "Vampire serial killer's new victim" appear in bloody lettering. It appears that the girl was saved. The girl is in the hospital recovering from having her blood drained. She is still unconscious. Chances of recovery are unknown. The identity of who attacked and stole her blood is also unknown. The picture of the girl on the television is unmistakably that girl from last night. That means there's one thing that isn't unknown. The criminal who attacked her is without a doubt. I start to feel faint. How come? That was a dream. It had to be a dream. But in reality, the same person, my dream, had her blood sucked out the same way in my dream. The vampire should be gone already. I killed Yumizuka with my own hands. Those killings, they shouldn't be happening anymore. I killed, yes, I killed, just like that time when I killed Yumizuka while breathing hard last night, that woman I've never met. Didn't I tell you, Shiki-kun? It's useless to resist it. What are you talking about? You're more of a killer than I am. Resisting the urge to throw up, I get up from my seat. I can't go back to class. I find myself running into the city. This scene is like a recycled one, I guess, from Hisui Route. But the thing is that in this route, Shiki, like, or like the whatever, the killer, the vampire, basically took her back to the school. But the thing is that if her body was found in the alleyway, then you would have had to put her back there. So it doesn't make any sense. It's just a little tiny plot hole, kind of, I guess. Inconsistency, I would say. I come to the place I saw in my dream. Several policemen around the area. Tape reading, "Police sign, do not cross," is stretched across the alley. Exactly the same. Without a doubt, this is the place I saw in my dream. Yeah, it's basically just the same. It's basically the same. Since it's not even 2 o'clock yet, Hisui isn't waiting in the lobby. I can say I got lucky. I don't feel like seeing anyone right now. That's on my reflection in the window. Pale face looks like a completely different tone of Shiki. Myself, that seems like another person. That dream that seemed like it belonged to another person. That which cannot be noticed, the traces of the killing, only remains in my memory. Dizziness. Before me, my vision goes black. No, I'm not the same as my old man. It's really fending off my dizziness. I try to stay upright. My old man. I can go to my old man's room and I can find out about his illness. If I do that, I can confirm that I'm not the same. If I am the same, there might be a way to help myself. His room is on the first floor in the western part of the mansion, next to Kawaka-san's room. Uh-oh, it was fortunate that I left school early. This time, no one else is around. Pull out my knife and take off my glasses. Try to cut the line of the doors, lock and put my glasses back on. The room was not locked. My old man's room is just like it always was. Nearly all of the rows of books are educational reports, so nothing catches my attention. What I want right now is my old man's journal or notes. The old man was extremely methodical. Certainly has to be something like that lying around. Of course, they're not just lying around where anyone can see them. And this is probably like basically the same. Look at the lines. Look at the lines in the drawer. Seems to be a journal. So look at the old documents. Yeah. Right after that, the word Nanaya is written there. The old man, he adopted a son 10 years ago. But he passed away shortly thereafter. 10 years ago, that would mean I was just in elementary school. That long ago, it's only natural that I wouldn't remember. Let's see. The heads of the household have pretty short lifespans. My old man died before he was 50. Before that, before 30, an accident. Before that, 18 years of age with suicide. No, wait a second. No matter how you look at it, this is strange. Madness, accidents. Yeah, this is basically the same as it was in the Hisui route, so I'm basically gonna skip over most of this. The journal, if it's different though, that could be interesting. But I do have the skip parts previously read on also. Pick up the journal. Stops to pound. There's a demon lurking inside the Tono bloodline. Yeah, this is basically the exact same as something. Yeah, it's basically just a recap. It's the same. So this should help me stream my mind. Yo. Yo. Yeah, this is just the same as. Yeah, this is legit the same as the Hisui route, so if you want to see it, you can find it in that, or play the game yourself, I guess. He writes Shiki and Akiha strangely. Going back to the family tree, I see that he writes Akiha using the Chinese characters for autumn leaves, while Shiki is written using the character for 4 seasons. Characters for 4 seasons can certainly be pronounced as Shiki, but the characteristics in my name are intention and esteemed. I have a feeling that thinking too hard about that will be bad, but my train of thought does not stop. What are these synchronizers? Maybe he adopted child? But I feel that's wrong too. Anyway, I've only read halfway through all of this. If I read through it completely, I might come up with a solution. Do I really want to find out? I feel like vomiting. Can't stay standing. Hurry, I must hurry back to my room and sleep. Feels like there's something wrong with my head. Still, I decided to go back reading the journal. As if it seems to be a record of some sort. Date starts in the summer 8 years ago, and about a month after that. I don't understand it yet, but I continue to look through it. My son's Shiki succumbed to his Tono blood. Shiki killed my adopted son who happened to be there. The house Nanai, I guess, is in the same family as the synchronizers. Shiki's inversion impulse is terrible, so it was determined that he must be eliminated. Yo. Yeah, this is the exact same, basically, as, yeah. Adopted. Guess what, Shiki? You're adopted. That's such a funny meme. If there's any disagreements, I'd like to hear them. Commentary. The Nais are a family that produces killers. Yup. She may have the ability of immortality, but Akiha has the power to plunder. The siblings with them have the ability to share and take life energy. It is regretful. If only she had been born 10 years ago, I would have been able to eliminate the Nais without the help from the Kashimas. Ooh, wait a second. Yeah, because Makisa destroyed the Nais. But I have to be careful. The ability to plunder is a double-edged sword. She might plunder someone's entire concept while plundering their heart. While plundering their heat. Kami, I have to teach you how not to attract the curse of an enemy. A kid tried to visit the Yarima residence. Cannot let her and my adopted son see each other. Placed her in the boarding school so that her freedom is limited. Recently my condition has been getting worse. Seems like the daughter of the synchronizers is not enough now. For the first time in a long time I've come back to myself. How many months has it been since I last picked up this pen? Probably will not be a next time. We'll have to finish writing here. Give instruction for this to be given to my daughter Akiha after my death. Don't know if Akiha will ever read this, but if she does read it, it is to be destroyed. That is my only request for my daughter to fulfill. What is this? Child adopted 10 years ago. Completely forgot about that. I killed him. Summer night, 8 years ago when I received that wound. He killed me? Summer day 8 years ago when I received this wound. Nausea wells within me. I feel sick. The memory that I had forgotten until now runs through my head. I understand. Everything has been written down, so I have to accept it. Besides, everything falls into place. The reason I was adopted by the Arimas, the reason I was disinherited by as the eldest son, is nothing. In other words, Shiki, was only a replacement for the one named Shiki. What is this? Cursing myself, I toss the journal to the side. There's no need for me to investigate any further. Staying here any longer is just a waste of my time. The day ends. Collapse on my bed. I just keep on thinking about the same thing. Thinking calmly, there are only two things I found out from that journal. That I'm not part of the Tono family. That the Naya lineage turns out a large number of killers. Don't have any blood ties to Tono Makisa. In other words, those dreams of murder I have to be my own. If that is the case, there's only one thing left to do. I hear voices coming from the lobby. Wonder if Aki is back. I get up from my bed. I want to hear the truth from Akiha. Gathering up my courage, I knock on the door. Akiha, I want to talk. Nissen, please come in. Voice is bright and cheerful. Taking a breath to compose myself, I open the door. It certainly is rare for you to come to my room like this, Nissan. Just like this morning, Akiha has a smile on her face. Seeing that I just stand there wordlessly, wanting to go back. Guess after all, I've felt myself as Tono Shiki and my sister Tono Akiha are important to me. But still, there's something I have to ask her. Akiha. Yes, what is it, Nissan? He appears to be looking forward to a fun conversation. Gritting my teeth, I look her seriously in the eye. Please tell me about the Naya family. I think I have the right to know. In that instant, Akiha freezes like a puppet whose strings were cut. Akiha wordlessly stares at me. If you won't answer, then I'll rephrase my question. My old man Tonomakisa had two personalities, right? Not just him. Almost all members of the Tono family have some sort of illness. I used to think that's what I had, but that's wrong. My anemia came from that accident 8 years ago. Because I know, you were adopted by the Tono family, right? Saying that, she smiles for some reason. Akiha gets slowly and elegantly walks to the window as if she was in a play. The curtains billow in the breeze. Placing her hand on the window, she turns around. Nisan, you were adopted by the Tono family. Your name is Nanaya Shiki. As you say, your health condition is due to that accident 8 years ago. You appear to know already that the members of the Tono family are different than most humans. Akiha succinctly says the thing that I would have the most difficulty asking. Akiha, that it is okay. It was only a matter of time, and I did not like hiding it. But now you know there's no need. No, maybe there was a need. And there's no need to put up with any of this. Is that not right, Nisan? Akiha says this with her voice full of confidence. Akiha, so like I thought yes, you're the one father adopted 10 years ago, but you do not remember it. Do you remember the Shiki who used to play with us? No, I don't. That's right. It's because father hypnotized you. Shiki was someone who could not resist his Tono blood. You may not remember, but that day 8 years ago, you protected me from Shiki. You sacrificed yourself to protect me from the bloodthirsty Shiki. That's how you were killed by Shiki, and Shiki was killed by father. It was the duty of the head of the Tono household to dispose of those who are no longer human. Killed, but I'm still alive, right? Yes, by a miracle you survived. You remember what happened afterwards, right? You were taken to a hospital, and the day you returned, you were adopted by the Arima family. That is when father hypnotized you. You were not fully healed, so your heart and mind was weak, so easy to believe what father told you. I see. Then that's enough. If you understand, then there's no more need to talk. Not the member of the Tono family, right? Then you don't have to force yourself to call me brother. Soon I, an outsider, should leave this place. Don't get me wrong, Nisan. I do not call you Nisan for the sake of society. Do you not remember? Even before you were killed by Shiki, I called you Nisan. Nothing to do with you being adopted. I knew from the very beginning you were not my true brother. And you accepted that too. So no matter what you think, you are Tono Shiki. So please stay here in this mansion. Akiha's words make me happy, but I don't understand. Why does she accept me, an outsider? Why? I'm not even your real brother. Goodness, after I have said all this, you still do not understand. You're the only one I will call Nisan. Even if you do not wish it, I just want you by my side. Because I love you, Nisan. What? Akiha says something totally unbelievable. Happy that she likes me as her brother, but as long as this situation remains, I can't be here. No, I'm not that kind of person you think I am. You see Shiki as a killer, but I'm just a killer like him. Killer, what do you mean? Can't keep it a secret any longer. The thing I did up until now, the dream I had last night, the bloodstains that I explained in the dream where Akiha killed me. I can't trust it myself. I thought those were just dreams. My old man wrote that the Naya family are a family that produced killers. If I became like Shiki, I don't know what I will do to you, Akiha. I'll lay it all out from the bottom of my heart. But after blinking in surprise, she tries not to laugh. What's so funny? This isn't a joke. You may not believe me, but I really have dreams of sucking people's blood. Akiha's still giggling. What is this? Just makes me look stupid worrying about all of this. Yeah, it is funny. See, you can't be a vampire. Because you're from the Naya family, your blood is only human. Besides, the Nanayas are not killers. Certainly from father's point of view, they are, but the ones that the Nanayas feel a homicidal impulse towards are non-humans. So what you saw had to be just dreams. Even those dreams are probably Shiki transmitting to you, so it isn't that you want to see them. Shiki transmitted them? Come to think of it, my old man did write something about that. Shiki stole some of my life, so there is like a link between us. I see, then who is killing the streets right now? Even if what I saw was just a dream, there were victims showing up on the streets in reality. The killer is real. I feel like I've met him before. Or was that a dream too? But putting that off to the side, if there's a killer on the streets, then Shiki is still alive. Huh? Akiha, who was just giggling until now, becomes serious. Akiha. My old man's journal, he wrote that Shiki was still alive. In other words, father's journal. Akiha tilts her head, curious. My old man wrote that Shiki and I were connected, then maybe what I saw were really his dreams. No, it's more likely that he's actually doing. That may be a possibility. Father's death was suspicious. It did seem like something was being raised in the underground cell. Wait a minute, Akiha. Do we have such a thing as, like, an underground cell here? Oh, of course. There are a lot of members of the Tono family who lose their sanity, so it's only natural to lock them away before they can hurt the outside world, right? Well, that isn't all it is used for. When I got in trouble, father would lock me up down there. For some reason, Akiha sounds like she's having fun. Chill runs down my spine. I get it. We'll stop talking about it. We'll have to do something about Shiki, though. If Shiki really is wandering the streets killing people, then we have to stop him. Is that so? Really do not have to concern ourselves about him, do we? It's not the job of the police to take care of killers. Well, Akiha, what are you saying? He's killing people, but he's your brother. He has to pay for his crime, but still. Goodness, Nissan, you really are too nice of a person. Taking a breath, she brushes her hair back. You are my only relative. I do not care about Shiki, so you do not have to worry about him. No, we can't just do that. You think the police can catch him so easily? Before then, there will be more victims. I will not do anything. That is not our responsibility. She says this and looks me directly in the eye. Hey, it's not speaking of these matters any longer. Thinking about murder and killers is boring, isn't it? What? I try to tell you that this has to do with our family, but I can't. Her eyes pierce into me deeply. Staring at me like that, her eyes seem to take away my resolution. Seems you understand. Well then, will you return from your room? To your room? I just came back from school, so there are things I have to do. Like Akiha says, there isn't anything else to talk about. It's not convinced I turn away from her. Go to leave her room. All of a sudden, from behind me, a voice tells me to stop. What is it? Aren't you done talking, Akiha? Akiha stares at me silently. Nissan, you are the most important thing to me. If I had lost my memories of you over these 8 years, I would not be who I am. Because you were here, I was able to be myself. You were more important to me than myself, so I wanted you to like me always. True sincerity. Akiha looks at me like I'm the only thing she sees. That's just a selfless request, right? Family and I are just a burden to you. That is why I always feared that you would distance yourself from me. But that's just me worrying, right? Because you came back here. Because you came back for my sake. She says happily. Seeing her smile, my chest hurts. That's right, I came back because I could not leave you alone here. Now I'm beginning to think I was wrong. I did come back because I wanted to watch over her. But she's wrong. Her eyes are so sincere that I can't lie. But Akiha, that isn't the only reason why I came back. I came back for the sake of the child I made a promise with. There's something that's even more precious than my feelings towards Akiha. Something I can't lie about. Stop it. I do not want to hear it. You came back, so that's what is that. So anything else, such as your feelings, I do not need. She looks away. Akiha looking down like that just for no real reason seems very dangerous. Go back to your room. Please do not look like that in front of me, Nissan. Not knowing what to say, I suddenly leave her room. The night wears on, and it's almost midnight. It's already way past the time I would usually go to sleep. I lie down and look up at the moon through the window. The night goes by without me sleeping. Isn't that I'm scared of seeing another dream of murder? If there's Shiki wandering the streets, somehow dangerous looking Akiha. Thinking of that, I cannot sleep and just look up at the moon. I'm so thirsty. Last time I drank anything was about 4 hours ago at dinner. Bro, every time Shiki mentions thirsty, I'm like, gotta get that drink of water, you know? Bro, the author knew what he was doing when he put these, whoa, I'm thirsty things in here. He was probably thirsty when he was writing this also at this point. Down a cup of water in one gulp. Why is it so delicious? That's odd. I was just thirsty. My sensation of fluid going down my throat. It's like it was in last night's dream. Huh, someone's coming. I can hear the footsteps coming closer. Soft, small footsteps that barely echo in the deep night. Shiki-sama, what are you doing this late at night? Hisui, I was just thirsty, so I thought I'd get something to drink. Shiki-sama, if that's the case, please call for me. At night you should be resting in your room. Walking around here at night is not good. Hisui speaks plainly. There's something wrong with her words. Telling me it's not good to walk around at night means she's telling me not to get out of my room at night. No, more than that. Hisui and Kohaku-san worked here since they were very young, so it would not be strange for them to know that I was adopted. Hisui, there's something that I wanted to ask. Is it okay? Yes, if that's the case, then let's go back to your room. This is not somewhere to be having a conversation. No, this is fine. It's just something small anyway. Hisui tilts her head. Take a deep breath. She doesn't know, then asking her will be revealing a secret. But I don't intend to hide it anyway. I'll make it short. Did you know that I was adopted? Her shoulder shakes. Tells me that she did know. I see. If you know, then Kohaku-san must know too. What's this? This really isn't a secret after all. Shiki-sama, that is... She says that as she lowers her eyes. I'm so very sorry. Even if you are adopted, there is no doubt that you are the eldest son of the Tone family. Akiha-sama accepts you as her relative, and you mine and Nissan's master. Thanks. If you say that, then I believe that I can stay here. Shiki-sama, please do not say things like that. This really is your true home. I know, that's what I think too. Even though it was for a short while, what happened here when I was a child is very important to me. I can't throw it away. But I still want to know. Before I came here, it was Nanaya? If you know, could you tell me what kind of child I was? I am sorry. But then that you're the eldest son of the Nanaya line, I do not know. Akiha-sama completely destroyed all the records. I see. Well, if he made me act as Tono Shiki, then the records of me as Nanaya Shiki probably were destroyed. But Shiki-sama, Nissan may know something. Hisui, why would Kohaku-san know anything? Nissan took care of Makisa-sama ever since she was young. She may know more about the Tone family than even Akiha-sama does. Come to think of it, Kohaku-san did say that she was Makisa's servant, but I thought it was just to take care of his conditions once in a while. Didn't realize she was his servant from that young of an age. That Kohaku-san, since she played with us every day, just can't picture being my old man all the time. To be honest, Hisui seems like she was more suited for that. Always looking down at me, Akiha and Kohaku-san from the inside of the mansion. Is that true? That's odd. Why would my old man tell Kohaku-san all the things he would not even tell Akiha? No, I don't think he told her directly. Since Nissan was always near Makisa-sama's room in the mansion, I believe she had many chances to overhear Makisa-sama thinking out loud. Always near my old man. But that's what Hisui, who stayed in the mansion all the time, did. Wait, Kohaku-san was always with the old man as a child. Hisui looks down. Something just went wrong here. Feeling of inconsistency comes back and everything falls back into place. Kohaku-san knew about the promise that only Hisui should know about. Hisui forgot about the promise made 8 years ago. But it might just be that I just reversed their roles in my memory. If that's true, then Hisui, I'll ask one more time, but do you remember about 8 years ago? Yes, about how I gave you that ribbon, right? That's right. After I left my room, you stopped by the entrance and gave me the ribbon. Do you remember what color it was? It was white, but what about it? There's nothing wrong with her answer, but she is already wrong. The power drains from my legs and I collapse onto the chair. Yo. How could I have been so wrong up until now? Shiki-sama. That's wrong, Hisui. I was given the ribbon under the tree in the garden, not by the entrance. Hisui gasps and falls into silence. Why? I don't get it. Why did Kohaku-san try to trick me? Why did she just tell me that she was the one I made the promise with? Shiki-sama, please do not tell Nissan about this. If she finds out, she will have nowhere else to go. All of a sudden, Hisui says this. She finds out that I knew you two changed places. She silently nods. Then it was you who played with us, and Kohaku-san was the one in the mansion, right? She silently nods. Why? Why didn't you act like you traded? Why did you act like you traded places? There's no point. Or were you guys playing around with me? It was not our intent to deceive you, Shiki-sama. We cannot even fully describe it ourselves how it came to be. It started 8 years ago. After you were adopted by the Arima family, I think I just became calmer than before. Nissan tried to cheer me up by acting very happy, and then we gradually traded our roles. But why did it happen? Hisui, you were always so energetic. That is not true. I'm naturally not active, but when you were there, I tried to follow you as hard as I could. Yeah, I remember. The girl who was always cheerful, always smiling. The most free-spirited, who would always worry over us. Put up with the most, who acted like Kohaku-san would if she was younger. Really? I think you would be cheerful even if I wasn't there. That was your character. Trust me, Sensei, the one who followed after you, I'm saying this. Yes, those days were very fun. I think those were the best 2 years of my life. But something crumbled after you left, Shiki-sama. Makisa-sama started to hate Makisa-sama. Makisa became very strict with Nissan. The happy days were then over. Gradually became very quiet and could not even work anymore. So Nissan took over for me. Smiling like I always used to. Running around like I always used to. In turn, I took over Nissan's old role. That was the easiest for me. At the same time, it fulfilled Nissan's only wish. Kohaku-san's wish? I don't understand what she said. Only that Hisui really thinks about Kohaku-san. That's the only thing I could feel. Hisui, what do you mean by her wish? Nissan always wanted to be like me, but for my sake she held back. I think it's just an act for her to work in my place. She pretends to be me and kills her own will. She's just a doll that only acts like a Hisui from the past. I was scared of that Nissan. Nissan lost her identity and I realized that she was just living by acting out someone's role. That if I go back to my old self, Nissan will turn to her old true self. Nissan said this when we first traded places. It's okay, Hisui-chan. Till you became cheerful again, I will take your place. So no matter when, once you are cheerful again, I will give you back your role. I was scared of those words and I thought I should return to myself right away. But then, by accident, I saw her walking around happily in the garden. Nissan really looked happy. Did not know it looked that way back then, but she really was happy. And all she was doing was walking by herself. Nissan was only pretending to be Hisui, and still she looked so happy. So Nissan just does not realize it, but I understood that Nissan always wanted to be like that. Just could not destroy that. Putting her lip, Hisui holds back her tears in silence. Shiki-sama, please tell Nissan, let Nissan stay the way she is. If you do not, she will lose her place. I can only nod to her words, but that definitely is not the correct choice. Kohaku-san has to pretend to be Hisui from the past, but Hisui has to pretend to be Kohaku-san from the past to protect that. She has been watching Kohaku-san, who only knows how to live a lie, but still says she will live with her. Has to be so difficult. Shiki-sama, please promise me that you will not say anything to Nissan. Fine, but Hisui, are you okay with this? Hisui doesn't answer. Full of conflicting emotions, I get up from the chair. All I can do is leave the downcast Hisui behind in the kitchen. Going back to my room, I notice that the door is open. Did someone go outside? Hisui must still be in the kitchen. That means that it's either Kohaku-san or Akiha. To be honest, I want to sleep. My body and heart are tired. I feel like I could collapse if I don't sleep. Just tonight, I feel like if I don't sleep, I'll break. Go look outside. Just go back to my room. Crap, I can't save before this. But I don't really want to miss anything. I'm pretty sure. Okay, go outside. Yeah. Go look outside. Go look outside. I should check it out. I go outside. The previously present moon is now obscured by clouds. Huh. Someone is opening the front gate. I start to say something. Akiha. Akiha looks quickly over his shoulder and exits the gate. Thump. Out of nowhere, my chest starts to pound. My heart seems to pulse with new life. I can feel the blood coursing through my body and the shaking of my fingers. Chill runs down my back. Despite that, my body feels like it's on fire. What is she doing this late? I feel dizzy. I try to sort things out rationally, but I stop. Right now I have to follow Akiha. Stifling my breath, I follow after her. And beating her, I follow her quietly to avoid being noticed. I feel regret. I don't have my knife tonight. I mean, you can cut stuff with your fingers. There's no moonlight and it's now midnight. There isn't a sign of anyone else on the streets. Akiha walks unsteadily. I try to silence my breathing and wait my chance. It's taking her a while to be alone. Where she's going is trivial. I'm terribly thirsty, incredibly excited. All of a sudden I lose sight of her. Where'd she go? Returning to the main street, feeling instinctively that I'll see her again if I wait here. Let out a deep breath. My heart is still burning. That's odd. This isn't a dream. This isn't a dream. Then why is my blood burning as I'm following Akiha? It's like I want to kill Akiha. Thump, thump, thump. Sounds like something I instantly conceal myself. Akiha is coming. She looks around from side to side as if searching for something. There isn't anyone here, I guess. I hear her thinking aloud. Must be that close if I can hear her. Peering from the shadows, I look out into the street. My head aches. The air around me tenses. I collapse to the ground. Never felt such pain before. So bad it makes me seriously think my skull just split open and I'm going to die. Ouch. Shaking my head, I stand up. Don't know how long I was out, but the night is quiet. Wait a minute. Why am I here? I am out on the main street. I saw Akiha by the gate, and after that, that's right, I followed her. What am I doing? I'm surprised at what I'm doing. An unpleasant smell pricks at my nose. A smell I've never known until now. A smell that stuck into my mouth during my dreams the past few days. From that alley. Getting a bad feeling, I run towards that alley. It's like a rehash of my dream last night. In the alley there is a collapsed stranger. Despite the blood flowing from the neck, the person is still breathing. Everything before me turns crimson. This isn't a dream. Maybe it's because I've had all these dreams of murder, but I can think calmly. I go out to the street, go to the nearest public phone and call the nearest hospital. For giving a fake name, I tell the location and condition of the victim, and I hang up the phone. Now, before the ambulance comes, I should head back to the mansion so no one sees me. After running without stopping, I can finally relax. Don't have anything to feel bad about, but I felt that getting involved would be dangerous, and I did the best I could. The person in the alley was still breathing. The bleeding wasn't that bad, so I don't think it was life-threatening. As expected, running here with all my strength including the big hall was a little much. I'm completely out of breath. Dizziness assails me. I can feel my consciousness withdrawing. This isn't a normal dizziness. It's this bad. If I collapse, I won't be able to get back up for a while. I have to get back to my room before laying up against the stairs. I managed to make one step up the stairs. That's it though. I collapse. Evil at every corner too. Yes. Strong rays of sunshine cause me to open my eyes. I'm in my room. I'm now wearing my pajamas and lying in bed. Excuse me. At the knock, the door opens. Kaga-san enters carrying a towel and a bucket. Good morning, Shiki-san. How are you feeling? Kohaku-san draws near with your normal smile. I think back to last night's conversation with Hisui. Think that way in the back of my mind, I try to make my usual smile. Good morning, Kohaku-san. Did you carry me up here? Huh? Don't you remember, Shiki-san? I found you alone on the stairs and you stood up once I called you. Said you had a nice nap and started to walk. A nice nap. I did lend you my shoulder, but you walked here by yourself. Don't remember. I must have been so tired that I forgot what I did. So you don't remember anything about last night? Maybe. I don't remember a thing after I came back to the mansion. Ah, that's unfortunate. Shiki-san, you kept apologizing to me. Cried why you kept apologizing. You kept saying that you were an idiot and a blockhead. Shiki-san, are you a blockhead? No, I don't think so. Well, I'm really starting to get the idea that you think my brain is made out of wood. Anyway, thanks a lot. If I slept on the stairs, I'd have caught a cold in school. Huh? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? The clock tells me it's already past 10 in the morning. Kohaku-san, school. Yes, today's your school's founding holiday, so you don't have school. That's right. Come to think of it, it was. Completely forgot about it since I've been spacing out at school lately. Well, I should get up anyway. If I sleep any longer, Akiha will. I sit up on my bed. I can't really, my body won't move. Try to get up with my arms, but they have no strength. Seems your condition is still bad. You have a slight fever and you look a little pale. Maybe boring, but please rest in bed today, Shiki-san. This is just how the burning body starts. Uh-oh. Kohaku-san wipes my forehead with a cold, wet towel. It feels good and cold. Seems your fever is down. You're not sweating as much and your face looks much better. You should be well by the evening. Kohaku-san crisply brings out a thermometer and a nice pillow. In the end, she makes me open my mouth and checks the condition of my tongue. Well, I'll bring you some rice porridge right away. Shiki-san, you better behave today. Ah, Kohaku-san. Yes? What is it, Shiki-san? As expected, she is like always. Her usual cheerful smile doesn't change. I can't bring myself to think that her smile is just an act. Nothing, I'm looking forward to the rice porridge. Yes, well then, excuse me. Kohaku-san disappears down the hall, her footsteps padding after her. I just stare at the figure silently. Noon arrives. After bringing the food, Kohaku-san went back to her duties. Being alone, I let out a sigh as I think of my strange circumstances. Myself being adopted, Akiha saying that she doesn't care about it, Hisui and Kohaku-san, and the killer that's still on the loose. That's the main 4 plot points. Yeah, you definitely got that. I asked Kohaku-san, but she doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem like there was a new victim in the news today. Guess last night victim was saved, but while Shiki was on the loose, there will be more victims. If only this body did what I told it to, I could stop Shiki. I let my head back down on the pillow as I started to say that. Yo, also, if he saw Akiha out there, maybe Akiha's the one that's doing the killings. And maybe Shiki is seeing... Yeah, maybe, like, he's seeing, like, through Akiha's perspective. And, I don't know. Because that could be interesting. Like, it might be Akiha sharing the sense with Shiki this time or something. Could be. That could be. Or I don't know. Or maybe it just, like... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, like, he was seeing it through Akiha's vision, and then, like, Akiha and, Shiki, her blood relative brother, met up. Maybe, but if that's the case, that's crazy. Let's see. I could stop Shiki. Let me head back down on the pillow, and as I start to say that, maybe it's because I've been seeing these dreams, but I'm beginning to have violent thoughts like Shiki. Whatever I do, I should heal up first. Close my eyes. Was I this tired all along? My energy strains from me, and I feel sleepiness overcome me. Yeah, he's gonna get drained now. I can hear my pulse in my ears. It echoes inside my whole body noisily, jerks me away from dozing off. I'm thirsty again. I'm thirsty again also. Bro, I'm thirsty again. There's 3 words. I should totally just make a thing with Shiki's face. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do that again. Right? I'm gonna do that right now. Let's see. It's actually a pretty good picture, I guess. I don't know, you guys can't see my screen right now. I'm gonna keep this short. I'm just gonna like, let's see. I'm thirsty. Yeah, I'm just taking a quick break right here. Upload an image. Yeah, okay, we can do that later. We can do that later. I open my eyes. My body still feels sluggish and my fever has slightly increased. But still, I should be able to at least go to the dining room and get some water. The hallway is empty. Long time ago. So long ago I don't remember, or something I don't need to remember. This place is quiet, like ruins you might see in a movie. Hot. The sunlight is hot. I just want some water, so why? Something compels my legs to move. Seems like the detached building is bathed in sunlight. Completely, like I'm in a hot desert, my vision dims white. I hear a noise. It's from the detached house. Someone is in... Is there someone in there? Opening the sliding door very slightly. Peer in from the porch. And it's probably gonna be... If I might be guessing what this is. But, I might be guessing what this is. I see the figures of Akiha and Kohaku. Well, that's what they're doing. They look a little strange. I'm gonna close that. Okay, the swishing of an obi being removed. What? Without a word, Kaku-san pulls down a kimono and bears her breast. Okay. I'm gonna skip this. There we go. Fighting back nausea, escape the with bloodshot eyes. Dizziness threatens to overpower me. What was she saying? Shiki? Sucking blood. Just like Shiki and Shiki with Kaku as she sucked her blood. Her red hair. Kohaku. Kaku-san. Disgracefully assaulted by Maki-san. Shiki. My head is pounding. My heart is still wild. Akiha. I saw Akiha drinking Kaku-san's blood, and I thought it was beautiful. Creepy. Crimson hair. Vermilion spiderweb. freakishly scarlet like the wings of a poisonous moth, the very color of evil. Excessively beautiful, excessively poisonous. Therefore, I am ruled by this strange feeling. Beneath the brilliant sun, I walk through the woods. Shut up. Incessant racket does not stop. The natural sounds. I can hear them coming from behind me. Insects. Some black insects are crawling around my back. Because Kaka-san called me a blockhead. These insects think my spine is a tree and crawl around it looking for honey. Yo. It's a lot of insects. Insects gather around my spine, crawl into my brain through my neck. Countless insects claw my back, crying out. As the insects enter, a sick impulse almost seizes me. Kill. Command to kill Tono Akiha fills my brain. There can be no mistake. The name of these insects is the urge to kill. Yo. Shut up, shut up. I slapped the back of my neck with my hand. I felt like I'd go crazy if I didn't. I don't hate Akiha for sucking blood. I only hate myself. I hate being filled with the command to kill her. Shaking off the insects from the back of my neck, I escape to my room. Leaning my back against the wall, I catch my breath. I can't control myself. Just what's different between Shiki and the way I am now? No, it isn't really important. Why couldn't I understand her? Kaka-san. The world in Makisa's journal. The word synchronizer. Kaku and Hisui weren't adopted. They were just brought here as tools. The meaning. Didn't know the meaning of what it meant by being Makisa's servant. Didn't even try to understand. Every day without end, Akiha said that. I don't have to think too hard about what Makisa did. If Makisa was subject to the same violent urges as me, I understand all too clearly what he must have done. Always, that girl was always by the window, not knowing how to leave or even how to beg for help. Makisa had no sympathy for Kohaku still being a little girl. It was written out in the journal. Makisa only saw Kohaku as a tool, just like a child, placing all his emotions into her. Girl would perpetually just stare at us while we played in the garden. I can't condemn Makisa. I also tortured her more than Makisa. Hisui said it. Akaka-san always wanted to become Hisui. I can't even imagine it. The girl being locked in the mansion ever since childhood. Looking down at us playing behind that clear wall of a window every day. Despite this, she gave me something important to her as I left. After that, for the sake of her younger sister, she began smiling in her own play. A terrible farce. Only inside the play, even she knows is a lie. All she can do is laugh. What a terrible thing I've done. Thinking that Kohaku-san was Hisui, I spoke to her about my memories of the past. The day of the welcome party, walking with Kohaku-san, I spoke so happily about memories with Hisui. She said she didn't feel pain. She cut her finger. Foolish. My chest constricts. I can't breathe. Myself that wants to kill Akiha. Myself that couldn't even understand what was going on. Sorry, Kohaku-san. My conscience wavers. My body enters a stupor. For the first time, I want to kill myself using my ability. Yo, that is deep. Yo, I'm actually gonna put. Yo, it's too good. Wait, I'm gonna go recollection on there. I want to kill myself using. For the first time, I want to kill myself using my ability. Wait a second, it might just be too good. It might just be way too good. I just gotta find a good image of Shiki. I mean, I can just I can just use pretty much anything in this, but still, I want someone good. Yeah, this is a little side thing for my sanity. Yeah, I'll just use that image then. Yeah. Upload an image from your device. Here we go. Wait, what does he say? For the first time, I want to kill myself using my ability. Generate meme. I'm gonna put this here. Let's see, I think I can upload it as a spoiler, yeah. Yo, this actually looks cursed though. I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick so you guys can see it. But it's actually cursed. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Crap. Gotta save it. Okay, there we go. Here we go. For the first time, I want to kill myself using my ability. I'm just leave this up on the screen here for a bit. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'll just leave this up on the screen here for a bit. A quote of my favorite quote from Shiki. That quote goes hard. I would put that as my yearbook quote. Like low key, no cap. Araki-sama, won't you call a doctor? That is pointless. He isn't sick. He won't get it better unless we take away what's causing it. Akiha and Hisui are talking? This is Shiki's room. Looks like I'm sleeping on the bed. Try to get out of bed, but I can't move at all. My body is heavy like lead. All I can move freely are my mouth and eyes. For an instant, I think I am still dreaming. You failed, Hisui. I told you to pay attention to Nissan today, right? I can't even trust you to take care of Nissan like this. I'm very sorry. If you want to apologize to Nissan. No, actually I'm gonna shrink this down. You guys have seen enough. But that's just way too. This shit is way too funny though. That's just way too funny. Like actually way too funny. Like it's actually way too funny. I don't understand why they're like that, but I understand that Hisui is being scolded because of me. Aki-sama, I cannot help Shiki-sama if he collapses. Please give Nissan my duty. That won't do. I can't let Kohaku near Nissan. You shouldn't either. Be with Kohaku every time she's here and never let her alone with Nissan. Baki-sama, Shiki-sama's condition is getting worse. If he does not receive medicine from Nissan, he will not even be able to stand. That is true, but it's better for me. Kim murmurs this and Ashi ponders. Hisui, tell Nissan to skip school for a few days when he wakes. He has not been well the past few days, so do not let him out of the room until he gets better. We'll contact the school. can no longer see Akiha's figure. The subdued Hisui is the only one in the room. Shiki-sama, are you awake? I'm surprised. Akiha didn't even realize it, but Hisui must have known I was awake. Yeah, I woke up just a little bit ago. Sorry. Because of me, Akiha was mad at you. No, it was only natural for her to be angry. Did not realize that you had collapsed, Shiki-san. Jeez, I'm used to it. And what's with Akiha wanting me to skip school? I'm fine, so I don't really need intensive care or anything. Shiki-sama, about that, can you not do as she tells you to do? Huh? You mean not going to school tomorrow? Hisui nods. She looks as if she's not worried about me being scolded by Akiha, as she's really concerned over me. Oh, I can't say no to those eyes. I understand. A rest from school tomorrow, is that acceptable? Sue gives a weak up with apologetic smile. Well then, please excuse me. If anything happens, please call for me. Hisui disappears with a bow. The instant I become alone, sleepiness assails me. In all seriousness, there does seem to be something wrong with my body. I'm trying to stay awake, but it's no use. Staring at the pattern on the ceiling, I easily fall asleep. Origami. Chapter 9, and this means that we have, let's see, 3 chapters left before we get to the end, I guess, or the final chapter. So I guess since we did 3 chapters tonight, we can do 3 chapters tomorrow, and then I think we'll be good there. Oh crap, I hit the recording button. I ended up doing that. That's weird. But yeah, so yeah, that will have to work like that. That will have to work like that. But that, I think, is gonna be it for me today. That is gonna be it for me today, I think. I'm just looking for the rest of these memes. What in the world is this? Why are there so many stupid images right here? Yo, actually, this one's perfect. This one's actually completely perfect. What the heck? I think this legit is the most perfect image that I could possibly use. Yeah, wait a second. Add image. Inside. There we go. But yeah, this is basically gonna be it for the video. Basically gonna be it for the video. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I will be just so funny because he's so smiley. I can't select this text though. I guess it's lower down, which makes sense. Can't increase its size, it sucks a bit. I'll show you guys the finished copy, I might as well. I think this one's really good, actually. Let's see. Properties, replace. My favorite Shiki quote of all time. For the first time, I went to kill myself using my ability. I just think that's so good. Oh my gosh. Let's go. It's just so good. I'm gonna leave this down here. In the corner, kinda. Let's leave it in the corner, you know. There we go, there we go. Or I'll put it right here. Nah, that's a little too big. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope to see you guys in the next chapter. Origami. Create save game. We are on. I gotta put it right here. It's already the 6th. Bro, being up at night is kind of wacky because if you're past 12, it's the next day. It's kind of weird. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me.